When I was first starting out and still in junior high and high school, my parents actually gave me a really amazing book on cartooning that really set my imagination going and gave me a lot of tools to move forward. And gave me the energy to draw more. And this is what I'm going to be talking to you about today. Hi, my name is Luis Escobar. I'm a storyboard artist on the Simpsons television show. I've been working on the show for over 20 years now. And today I'm going to be talking about Cartooning the Head and Figure by Jack Hamm. This is a book that comes in really handy, especially if you've been following my drawing examples and my drawing website. This is one of the books that inspires me the most. It talks about cartooning in the most basic, simple way. When I was younger, it really set me on fire because it just makes cartooning simple. And one of the things that I've done in my books that this book does in, I don't know, in an amazing way is that it actually, look at this. It gives you a list of different types of noses. It gives you a list of from the front and from the side, and cartoon with glasses and mouths and eyes. And I use this so much. Like, look at this. There's so many versions and styles that you can pick from. It gives you so many ideas for cartooning that you would have never thought to approach yourself. Also, what I really like is that it really has in an old school of really like 1920s kind of cartoon styles and methods and stuff, 1940s, that sort of stuff that is that really I don't find dated at all. I think that these types of cartoons are still absolutely worth emulating. In fact, this retro style cartooning is coming back. Disney is coming back to these kinds of cartoons, making a little bit more modern versions of this type of style. Warner Brothers is coming out with a bunch of shorts with a very similar 1940s style, but a little bit more modernized. And so this gives you the tools and information for cartooning of any kind. It's so amazing. I will tell you that, oh, and then the drawings, they talk about how to draw pretty girls and that sort of thing. And it even shows you how to draw. It gives you types of noses, types of eyes for girls, for women, I should say. Oh, the hands is just, oh my gosh. There's so much really cool things in this book. But here, so this page here, I spent hours having this page open. Let me see, where is it? I'm trying to find it here it is. Yeah, there. That's the spot right there. I spent hours on this right here, this stuff, because back before there was digital, there was only quills and ink and analog tools, and that stuff is still around. You could still buy it. I personally still use it. I got my dip pens here. It's got my little crow quill. I still really love using them whenever I can. And that page opened my eyes to the different types of textures and the different types of pens that you could use. And then it shows you by example the actual effects that you can get from using those tools. And that stuff is just, for cartooning, it's just amazing. It talks about different kinds of paper. It talks about different effects that you can have when doing cartoons. And this stuff, for me, I'm looking at it now and I'm like, man, like now all these years later, you know, I haven't even tried most of this stuff. And it's still, I would totally do it. I should totally do it. It's amazing. Like, this stuff is so, oh man, it's so inspiring. I really love this book. Highly recommend it, just because it gives you, it breaks the norm when it comes to typical Western animation style cartoons, the type of stuff that's in animation right now in the Disney stuff, it goes in the newspaper cartoon style, the stuff where it was a lot flatter, it was more graphic, it was much more illustrative, and this is where you would get that kind of a style where it breaks convention, or what's the word? It'll make your stuff less generic looking. It'll push your stuff to something else, to invent something else, and it gives you so much variety that you can't help but be inspired. So I highly recommend this book, Cartooning the Head and Figure by Jack Hamm. There will be a link to this book in the description of this video. I hope this video has been helpful, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye. If you found this video valuable, I would like to encourage you to return value for value by becoming one of my patrons over on Patreon. Not only will you encourage me to continue making informative videos that are useful to you, but you get extra perks too. For only a small investment of $1 a month, you can get all new videos I create months before anyone else gets to see it. Also, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer as a patron, you get priority and I answer your questions first. On top of that, when you're a patron at any level, you become part of a raffle where I send original art via mail to the winner of that month. The higher your tier, the better your opportunity to win. Higher tier patrons also get access to any art I do in high-res JPEGs, and also full access to PSD files to any work I do, including the PSD files of these videos. Currently, there's a huge backlog of downloadable files you can get, so right away you're going to get quite a lot of bang for your buck. And the more patrons I get, the better these videos will get. The more content I can produce, in other words, the more you benefit. Please consider becoming a patron. Thanks. The link to my Patreon is on the screen and in the description of this video.